just sort of translating practice to games right now, just sort of getting settled? It sounds like that's sort of the message from Coach Sweeney.
Yeah, I try to, attack practice every single day like it's a game. And then, whenever I go out to the games, it's, I just try to play free. So, every day that I go out to practice, I'm pretending that, I'm playing in front of 85, 100,000 fans and trying to give it my all every single day and just try to create a game-like atmosphere every single time I step out there and not go through the motions. So, yeah, I think whenever kind of, you do get in front of the big crowds and everything, you just, it's the same plays you've been running all week. It's the same stuff. So.
Fumble again on film to kind of really know what happened. I guess when you looked at it again, what do you think happened in that situation?
Yeah, I just got to catch a snap. Just kind of snapped in my eyes, went a little bit off, and then it just kind of popped at me late. So, yeah, just got to catch it.
How hard is it to flush moments like that? Or does anybody on the sideline help you in terms of encouragement to flush those?
What was the last part you said?
Does anybody in particular?
Oh, yeah. I honestly, I feel like fleshing out bad plays isn't, hopefully I don't have too many bad plays that I actually have to flesh out. So to start with that, I don't have to do too much practice with that. But, when it does happen, because I'm never going to play a perfect game, just knowing that everything that we could possibly run, I've done before. And I have so much confidence in just the preparation that we've had, the preparation that I've had, I'm ready for the game, so, when we throw an interception or something like that, it's like, all right, let's just get back to the basics, let's just get back, not necessarily to the basics, but let's just get back to what we do, and just focus on the next play, how can I do the next play, how can I just do my job, and just not trying to do too much, just make the routine plays, give to the check downs, and just not trying to do too much, because I think sometimes quarterbacks can, make a bad play and get in the habit of, oh crap, I gotta make it up, I gotta make a big play, have a big scramble, big shot or anything. But, that's not what an efficient offense looks like. It's, it's taking the 6-yard check down, it's, making the right reads, checking plays, not necessarily all the big shots. So just getting back to the basics, but in the stance of just having people, I feel like I have 134 guys on the sideline right there with me that are encouraging me and that just have my back. And I think that's what I appreciate most about this team. But also Coach Riley, just him having my back. And, that interception was probably the worst play I've ever had at quarterback in my whole life. So just flushing it and, just realizing, that's not who I am. And just getting back to who I am. And, I feel like we really had 2 bad plays the whole game, and other than that, I think we played a freaking great game on offense. If you just go look at the tape, it's never as bad as you think it is, never as good as you think it is, and I thought it was a heck of a game, and I was really proud of our offense. I thought the offensive line played a heck of a game. Our receivers, like I said, after the game, we had 16 different guys catch the ball. I love that, and then our running backs had an amazing game, every single one of them. So just really proud of them, and just I feel like I have so much just confidence in the guys around me that I don't feel all the pressure put on me at times. So.
Do you think he was going to make it to the sideline, or?
I don't even know what I was doing. Yeah, I was just trying to throw it away, and just didn't. I should have thrown it away left and just kind of reset. Just kind of guys in front of me, where sometimes I think sometimes people don't realize is you can't really see everything. There's Blake Miller, 6'6", and then 5 other guys right in front of you that you sometimes can't really see around. So, I was trying to find my backside curl and just couldn't really find him. Couldn't see him, and then just tried to throw it away. It was a poor decision and a poor throw. So, definitely one I would want back. But, yeah. No, I was just trying to get rid of it, not take a 10-yard sack.
You're such a good athlete that I imagine it's all come, not easy, but relatively easy for you through high school because you can rely on that. So now that you've kind of hit this first little stretch of adversity, do you just kind of tune out the outside noise and just listen to your coaches? Do you just kind of internalize? How does Cade handle that?
Yeah. I think that just all starts with my faith. I mean, honestly, I don't get my approval from man or anybody else. So, kind of all last week and all this week, I'm just, who is God telling me that I am? Who am I in His eyes? So, just leaning on that, just having great people by my side, knowing like, just knowing that I'm not based off a football player. Like I don't have to walk into class worrying about being judged or cheered up. Like I don't walk into class with the confidence of being a football player. I walk into class of knowing that I'm a Christian, I love Jesus, and I don't really have to base my identity off of that. So
Now, because you're such a good athlete, let's have fun for a second. After you chase down the defender at Duke after an awful fumble, do you feel like you're the fastest guy on the team or close to it?
We wear those little catapult things.
Yeah.
So, last week I feel like I saw the list of stats of like who the fastest player of the game was in that certain game, and I saw that I actually had the fastest. Obviously we would want the playback, but saw that I had the fastest speed of the game, and I was like, dang, that's pretty cool. Like that might never happen again while I'm here, unless I get a long breakaway run. So. I think I wouldn't say that I'm the fastest dude on the team, but I think that I'm definitely a guy that shows off game speed when it's most needed, and I think that that's kind of one of my most important aspects is just I'm going to give it my all every single time I'm on that field. There's nobody that's going to put more effort and more just try harder than I am, and I believe that. Especially at the quarterback position. I'm giving my all every single day, and especially when I get to go out there and play. We only get so many opportunities. So, that kind of goes back to when you do make a bad decision or something like that. It's just you can't be sitting there pouting about it because you finally get to play. You know what I mean? Like I've been working for this, all year. We've been working for this all year. Like I don't have time to pout. Like let's go get after it again. So.
Remember how fast you ran?
I think last week it was like 21.6 or 8, something like that. And then I think I hit like 21 this week. So.
The bar at quarterback here has been set almost impossibly high by two guys by the name of Deshaun and Trevor. Even though you've already said you don't worry about judgment or anything like that, can you give an idea of what it feels like to be in that shadow after just 3 starts when people are thinking, oh, this is what it's supposed to look like. Those guys were almost supermen from the moment they got here.
Yeah. Definitely people have high expectations at the position of quarterback here. But, like you said, I just try to be me. Those are 2 guys that I look up to every single day, and I strive to be like in many ways. But, I've just tried to go play like me and just try to go be the best me and, hoping that that's good enough. And I think that it is. So just try to go have joy in every single day. And, obviously people are going to say what they want to say. But I think I've said this before. It's the same people that are going to be, tearing you down, chewing you up. But it's also, 2 weeks later, might be the same people that are going to be hyping you up and bringing you to all this, oh, man, you're this and that. But you just got to focus on the people in this facility and just, There's so much joy in this game that you just got to focus on every day and be thankful for it. So.
Through your experience here, have you had to develop some thicker skin, maybe just in light of all that?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's just kind of been something that's just kind of grown throughout, the process. So.
How instructive has it been just watching the first 2 games back on film? And what have you seen that you feel like you can clean up other than just the turnovers?
Yeah, I feel like I feel like last game I definitely did a lot better job of just being poised and just relaxing back there. Just my composure and just sitting in the pocket and but much of a change. It's just maybe when we score a touchdown, just acting like we've been there before. That was one thing my coach always said in high school is just act like you're going to go do it again. You don't got to get too excited or anything like that. So. But obviously be excited for your teammates, but don't act like it's the biggest thing in the world whenever you score the first touchdown. So Just continue to just, stay poised and don't press and just take it one drive at a time. So I think that's one thing that we've been really good at in these last these first 2 games. So.
All the same, you guys spent hours just watching the film and having a veteran like Paul and some of those other quarterbacks in the room. How do they help you in terms of digesting what you see and all that?
Yeah, especially Paul and Hunter, just 2 veterans in the QB room, just 2 guys that, we're up there 10, 11 o'clock every single night. We'll be here for 2 hours just before we even practice today. We were up here for 5 hours yesterday. So, we love it. But to have them, kind of there, they're just, I think that, as I'm continually being in this program and playing college football, that's just something you just learn over time. You can't rush that much knowledge in a sense. I feel like I've definitely have a very good sense for the game, but just another little like attitude, and especially watching film and little things that they see is definitely huge for me. And just but being able to kind of have them and just hey, what do you think on this drive? What do you think on this drive? And especially on the sidelines is definitely huge. Like. So they've been awesome. They've been so good, and super thankful to have them. Yeah.
Cade, after the game, Coach Sweeney made specific mention of guys like Tristan Rigby and Hamp Green, kind of committed team guys who were getting their moment in the spotlight. What kind of joy was it for you and for your teammates seeing those guys have those kinds of moments last week?
Yeah, that was probably one of the most fun moments of the whole game, and I think once this whole year's over, that might, still end up being one of my favorite moments. Just Hamp Green alone, probably one of the best route runners I've ever seen. Really, I think everybody on offense could tell you that. But, dude freaking works his butt off. He's a 5th-year guy, but he loves it. And he doesn't conform to the spot that he's in. He just keeps on getting better. And obviously he's an older mentor to me and definitely one of my good buddies. But just a guy that, when you asked about kind of guys that lift me up, I would say that he's one of those guys that just kind of keeps my head on straight and keeps me in my lane. And just a guy that, I look up to a ton. And but, yeah, just seeing him, I saw he was on #1 on SportsCenter the other day on top 10, and, that was so sick. That's something that every kid in the world dreams about being one day. So the fact that he was that was so sick. And then Rigby making that huge run was just awesome. That dude works his tail off. And just to see that work, just kind of come to life. That was one thing that I told Shipley about after the game. I was like, we had every single running back had a heck of a game. It really seemed like all of them did. Will, Phil, Dominique, Keith, Jay, Tristan, they all did great. And I went up to Will, and I was like, dude, I'm really proud of you just for the way you've been leading them. Just this whole year and this summer and this season, you push them, and that's coming to life right now in the way you've been pushing them. So that's there's a huge contribution. I don't know the word. Whatever. Contribution. I don't know the word. I don't know. But just really proud of those guys. Yeah, it was really fun. So.
Talk about how fast you were running on GPS. How much grief is Bo getting for his downshift there?
After the game, Coach Sweeney said, great run, Bo. We'll talk about it on Monday. Get ready. So we'll have that in about 4 hours and 17 minutes, and it might last that long too. So, but yeah.
How happy were you guys as teammates for Troy Solano? Everything you did through us.
Yeah. Me especially. I feel like coming in last January, I kind of saw the sparks in him early in spring and of last year, and then going into fall camp before he hurt his knee. But dude just worked his tail off and just battled a knee, and then just worked his tail off to get back, and he had 6 or 7 catches and just fought his tail off every single time he got the ball. Had a great catch on one of the screens that I was getting hit on, and caught it down by his shoelaces, and just fought to get extra yards, and just really proud of him. I think that was one thing that we were really all excited for him to just do great. Yep.
questions for Cade from Zoom? Anybody else in the room? All right.
All right.
Thanks, Cade.
Appreciate y'all.